Damni.
And I am James Brooks.
And we're here at the St. Peter's Community Center where we will be interviewing a few young people about meaningful youth participation.
And what's meaningful youth participation and why is it so important?
Let's find out.
Hi Shanisha.
Hello.
How are you doing today?
I'm good.
Vibes. What are a few examples of how youth can play an active role in our community?
Okay, first and foremost, I believe that it is super important that youths play an important role in a society or an active role because it helps to create a society that they want to see as well as help to improve the environment.
Youth can play an active role in our community by having group cleanups, having book seminars, and also participating in non-profit organizations such as Red Cross and SXM Duke.
I think that youth can be a positive trendsetter, as in, you know, when something is in, a lot of youths tend to follow what's trending, what's popular. So if someone sets up, a youth, for example, sets a good example, as in being respectful is cool, it's in, it's the new thing, I find that it will be helpful for the community.
By volunteering in our community, by helping, practicing our culture.
The last way I believe that youth can play an active role in society is by being a role model. What better way to play an active role in society than to be a role model that other people could look up to and be inspired by? And this can stem by being good at a skill, excelling academically, or just being someone that people could look up to.
Can you tell me why is it important for you to take part in the decision making on our island?
I feel like some children don't get the chance to do what like I'm doing right now, and I think that children have like some good ideas that some adults don't have.
Well, first of all, it makes me feel very good. I grew up in a difficult home, and this is a way of feeling comfortable and giving back so that people don't have to be in the same situation as me.
Because we want to help develop our own future. The decisions that are going to be made will affect us for tomorrow.
Well, I think it's important because the youth has a lot to offer, especially with some valid opinions that can be impactful and important for the community.
I think it's important because, as the saying goes, today's youth are tomorrow's citizens. We need to be part of the decision making because it'll help us gain confidence and gain experience in dealing with different subject matters, which we would be able to use in the future, and it'll help us to grow as a society and mature, and this would all ensure for a brighter future.
How do you think the youth can be more supported or motivated to be more involved in their country?
More involved in the country as a youth, like you're not gonna give your 100% to a community that does not support you. So as a community, I feel like it's our necessity or social responsibility to show up, to just contribute some of our time. Because I know we can't always be at the time and place, but just to contribute something of ourselves to what the youth are doing.
The manner in which they're done should be interactive so that the kids sort of develop an incentive to want to make the change, because a change will happen if somebody genuinely wants a change to happen. They can only work towards it if they have a genuine desire to do so.
In my perspective, I think that if we were to be more supported, we should get invited to more events and discussions that take place on our island. That way we get to know our community, we get to know the problems they're facing, and we as the youth can also find solutions to problems that members in our community are facing. I feel like this also has a lot to do with the responsibilities adults want to give us. Like, I get where they're coming from, that they don't want to give us all their responsibilities, but I also feel like they should share it with us so they can give us some stuff and maybe even guide us. That will also help us build our self-esteem and allow us to explore different areas in the world.
Another way is by giving the youth opportunities, whether it be from private or public organizations, opportunities to make a change, to make an impact, or to voice their opinions on things that they want to be heard. And not only giving them the opportunity, but providing the financial support that they need, because with the opportunities and no financial backing, then it doesn't really make sense.
What does meaningful youth participation mean to you?
There are many, however, being heard is one of them and what stands out the most. Meaning to say, if I have a goal, if I have something that I would like to achieve, I would like someone to hear me, I would like someone to take in action, just to start, just to push so that I can reach that goal.
I think it's just a lot of young people coming together with their young brains, just throwing out ideas at each other and not fear of being judged.
Like, we have to continue the work that has been done in the past. So it's like our ancestors have fought for freedom, and many of those things is our job to continue the work and not ruin what we fought for, and continue fighting for what is important to us and making a greater community for everyone else.
So to me, meaningful youth participation means that young people can have the opportunity to kind of work alongside others to kind of make an opinion of their own and to kind of voice that opinion together. And of course, technology is growing more and more these days, so kind of allowing them to have that by their side can kind of expand their meaningful youth participation in our world today.
The word meaningful, it has a lot of connotations, but meaningful to me is just to give 100% of yourself and expect nothing in return. So meaningful youth participation would be to give 100% of yourself in hopes of benefiting generations to come, not just your generation.
So I believe that it involves youths in such a way that they could make a change, and youths are given a chance to make decisions or take part in the different stages of decision making, whether it be in the community or organizations, on equal levels as adults. And I deem that it's very important because it helps youths to feel a sense of connectedness and belonging and help them to feel valued in the community.
Wow, those were some great insights from the youth on meaningful youth participation.
Sounds that there are a lot of ways for youth to participate in the community.
Let's keep the conversation going.
My participation matters.
My participation matters.
And your participation matters.